July 13th, 2015.
We have a lot of rain and wind here last night too.
Good. I think I heard an inch and a half of rain, but the wind missed us.
We got 1 3/4 inches. We had quite a bit of wind, but in our power stayed
The
on.
radio station said they had 2 inches and the airport 3.5.
Oh, we had more than.
Wow.
They must have had some wind on the road. I was reading the St. Paul paper this morning. It showed a bunch of trees on top of their training cars out there for what did I say? The highway patrol has the training. They have a test track out there for training drivers. And there's trees laying on cars.
So, it was pretty heavy here in town. Tornado sounded around.
Yeah. We never really got windy here. I mean, at least not in my house.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
Yep, still. For a couple minutes, yeah.
Yeah, one, yeah.
Is there a public copy? Oh, thank you.
Does he know? Did he forget? Vogt just said. Oh, no. He must have went in the water card.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good.
Boyum. Okay, wow, it's noon. Call the meeting to order. Looks like we have a quorum here, and I would enter anything to add to the agenda. Okay,
Make a motion to approve.
okay, I have a motion. Do we have a second? Second. Motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Minutes. Do we have to scan those?
Make a motion to approve.
Okay, we have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Questions or comments? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Business. Shovel-ready sites.
Community development is doing a countywide website, revamping ours. And an additional thing to add to it now is a state program called Shovel-Ready Sites. And that is a gathering of information of what sites are available, what are the maps of the site, where is the infrastructure in the site, who owns it, what's the sale price. All of this is gathered and then documented, and then the state hires someone to come in and make sure all that documentation is correct. And the cost of that is, I think, $3,250. And the Town 101 group steering committee has said that they could help pay for half of that. So the thought is to put 2 sites in, the shovel-ready sites, which would be Chief Holmwood, and then the school district property to the south of that. And site selectors then go online, that's how it's all done now, and they look at that information, and if it's something that's fitting for one of the companies that they represent, then they contact you. So this has a lot of the information, you know, the topography and elevations and all that in it. So the request would be if we can have Town 101 pay for half of that certification cost, that the EDA would pay for the other half of the certification cost.
And how much was it, Carol? 31?
No, it is $3,250. Yeah, $3,250
Per site or?
per industrial park.
Per industrial park.
Yeah, not per lot. It's per
So the
industrial.
cheap hole in the day would be one
And the school district would be another because it's owned by a different entity.
Okay,
So then our cost, half would be 31.
Would be half of 3250, yeah.
Oh, half 32. Okay, so that was the two combined, all right.
Yeah, right, but the
Alright.
school district would have to pay for theirs.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I was wondering if we were trying to pay for
Yeah.
ours too or not. Okay,
Yeah,
got
no.
it. Or I mean for theirs too.
Yeah, no.
Okay, now I'm on the same page.
And this would be advertised or posted?
Yes, the state then helps market the site. If you just remember when Brainerd got that FedEx facility there, that was because they had used this program, okay? Now, it's not gonna happen overnight. You know, I'm not gonna say 6 months from now, we're gonna have, you know, businesses coming in there. It took them 5 years, you know. So, but I think that this is one of the ways that you market programs and the locations that you have.
So it's a one-time fee, it's not an
It's a
annual.
one-time fee.
And that streamlines all the information for the entire industrial park into one location.
Yes, yes.
And we can also feed that for the
We will feed that on,
MCDC website?
yes, and it'll go to that website, and that one now will have all the demographics of the community. You know, what your median income is. We're gonna also put it in with the workforce centers, how many people are available to work, that kind of thing.
I'll make a motion to approve.
This is just you started this about a year ago, didn't you? Shovel-ready sites?
No, we started it here about 3 months ago.
Oh, okay. So you're looking for funding for it?
Yeah, it's $3,250 to have the site certified once all the information is collected. And then Town 101 is looking at paying for half of that $3,250 for the chief only site and then also for the school district property.
So it's the whole, all that, not just one parcel?
Right, it's
For
the
the whole
whole
thing.
park. For the whole park, it's one fee.
So we have a motion on the table. Do we have a second?
A second.
Okay. Now, Carol, there is a certain amount of paperwork that we need to do and information that needs to
Yes.
be filled out,
Yes.
of course. And so what this does, to me, this is a great marketing tool. And I think it's another step forward of things that communities are doing to market the fact of what not only the shovel-ready sites, but what their community consists of in marketing their community. And I think it's something that is really necessary to set us apart from other communities, or at least match up with them.
And to attract, you know, larger companies. They all go through the site selectors if it's a company of any size.
Everything is streamlined nowadays. You see that at work.
Yeah.
We're owned by a large parent company out of Pennsylvania. Everything is streamlined. They don't want to have to take all the steps to track everything down. I think this will keep us on pace with our bigger neighbors like St. Cloud and Brainerd, and keep us ahead of our smaller neighbors like Repton and Rice. I mean, it's turned into kind of a dog-eat-dog thing for jobs, and I've seen it a lot when I traveled in Wisconsin. They have the same thing with their little towns or whatever they call them. They're not towns, they're incorporated entities, but it's not the same as a city. And it gets very, very competitive in whatever we can do to stay ahead, or at least on pace.
And the plan is, if this is successful and we gather the information, we'll go to Royalton, we'll go to Pierce and say, you've got an industrial park, do you want to have it shovel ready as well? and feed it through, and then that's up to each individual community.
Could we open this up to private individuals? If they paid their half, could we put it in on the same, so if I own 5 acres somewhere and I wanted to develop it, and I paid the fee,
They'd
they
have to
match
pay,
that?
they'd have to pay the whole $32.50, yeah.
Dan?
Does the, I know the shovel-ready stuff that we did in Brainerd, I mean, there was a survey was done, the soil borings were done, the storm sewer was in, so it speaks to the point that you were making that it's ready to go. That's the point, because I know that Brainerd, when the FedEx site came in, I mean, nobody knew that they were even looking until they were ready to make an offer, because they had so much information already about the site, they didn't have to come in. And most of these companies, I mean, unlike what a lot of people think, cities are the last to know, because they really don't want publicity in case they go somewhere else or whatever, so, or for whatever reason. So it was, I mean, it's really a great program. Is there more to do on those sites out there to make them shovel ready? I mean, do we need to do soil borings? Do we need to do, the surveying should be done, but I mean, is there a lot of work to get the certification?
Well, I've showed the whole application to Greg Kimmett, you know, and he's kind of looking at it. He didn't indicate that there would be anything more to do than, you know, you overlay the maps, and they don't have to be like, where's the power or the gas line? Is the gas line going through the property? It can be here. The map may say it would be right here. It doesn't have to be 100% exact. It can be very close.
So they know it's available.
Yeah, and where it generally sits on a property.
Okay, further questions or comments? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Clark Station?
As you maybe saw, the Clark Station building itself is down. We took it down, I don't know why, they've been working on it for a while, but it's finally done. We've also been in contact with a gentleman from Landmark by the name of Ken Haberman. Ken assisted the city with the Hennepin paper cleanup of that site. We know that there are tanks, underground tanks at the Clark Station site. We've talked to Ken, and he is going to be putting a proposal together for us. I was hoping I would have had it for this meeting, but I didn't get it from him yet. But we'd like to bring it to the council on Monday, and his proposal would include assisting the city with the cleanup, with the investigation and the cleanup of the site. And basically what we've been told is that what we would do is go and do the tank removal, and then you test the soils right around the tank. If there's minimal amount of pollution, you're allowed to clean it up right away and get money from
Pollution control,
the cleanup grant, the funds to get, to clean up. If it's a small area, that we'd be able to do that. If it's a large area, or if the contaminants or pollutants are large, or there's a lot of them there, then what they do is ask you just to close up the site and then do some more investigation and then apply for an actual grant to do the cleanup. But it's hard to know exactly what's there until you start removing the tanks and start doing the soil testing and stuff. So his company would be the one that would come on site. We'd have to hire somebody else to actually do the tank removal, but then he would come in and do the investigation of the testing of the soil right around it, and then work with PCA to determine how far they can go or what they actually need to do. So we worked well with him when he did Hennepin for us. Did a good job. He's very knowledgeable. He worked for the MPCA for several years, and then is done with them and now has his own company. So we will be hopefully getting that to the council Monday night to approve hiring them to further that cleanup of that site. So.
Well, and I applaud the EDA for the leadership on that, because I think we all know that something needed to be done with that. And if it's more than we anticipated, so be it. It's something that we needed to address, and I'm glad that we did, because just because you're afraid of what might be there doesn't mean you should just let it sit for perpetuity.
And we've had some phone calls, some interest in the property, so,
good.
once it gets cleaned up and stuff, we'll see where it goes from there, but at least we've had some inquiries on the property.
It's a nice location.
I know of 3 that are looking at it.
Really?
They're just kind of
Nice.
waiting to see
Sure.
it kind of get cleaned up.
Nice.
That block looks better with the counter.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, even with the dirt pile there, it looks nice. Okay, any other comments on that? All right, flyer, water bills?
This is just another quick thing that came out of, I think Lori handed it out of the town 101. You know, put this little flyer in the water bill. On the one side is if you're somebody who is unemployed, looking for a job, what can the Minnesota Workforce Center do for you? Also, if you're on Social Security disability and you'd like to get off, there is a program that will help you transition into full-time employment. They can help with that as well. Then on the back is if you're thinking about starting a business, you know, one of the things you should do is, you know, contact the Small Business Development Center, and that's what they can help you with. And if you're an existing business that wants to expand, they can contact Community Development. Also, if they want to, you know, start the business, once they go through Small Business Development Center, they can come to us and we can work with them as well. So it's just, they thought this would be good because people always say, you know, people are looking for work, where do they go to find it? That kind of thing.
And I'm sorry, you're gonna do what with this? Put it
Put
where?
it in the water bill.
Water bill, got it, okay.
So Carol, can we put a little, I don't wanna call it a disclaimer, but something
Sure.
on here that this is a, you know, produced by Town 101
Sure,
or whatever
sure.
section,
Oh, yeah.
you know, cause other,
Yeah, it's not the city doing it.
it's not
This
the
is-
city
this
promoting
is-
this, not
I'll
that
put
we
it on
would
the bottom.
promote it, but that it
Mhm.
would be, you know, it's
Yeah.
from the Town 101
Yeah.
group or something
Yeah.
like that.
A project
Mhm.
approved by the Town 101 group or sponsored by Town 101.
Mhm.
Our Town 101 initiative. Or
Sure.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's
Nice
good.
word. So you don't need anything from us on it? It's just-
No, it's
yeah.
just
Yeah.
an FYI. Mhm.
Super, good idea.
Okay, is that it?
As far as I know.
Okay,
Cool.
meeting is adjourned. Gerbi, you on vacation or is that how you dress for work?
I was at the Shaver Golf outing.
Oh God, you're looking again?
Yep.
Without me?
I know it.
Oh,
I've got 2 flippers, so I can keep up.
One
If I feel
in
up
each
to it,
hand.
I told him I might stop over just to say hi at the end of it. And
At the end of it.
I wanted one of your
I was
steaks.
gonna say, you're dressed kinda casual too.
Yeah.
We love